Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yazzie. Today, decided to end up recording in public for one. Kind of a bit embarrassing, but we're just gonna go with it. Currently at one of my favorite parks I used to go to as a kid. It's called Animus Park, which is located kind of in the heart of Farmington, New Mexico. I would just tend to come out here, especially to clear my mind. Sorry, I just got to make sure that it was recording because for one, ended up just recording for the past 30 minutes and ended up just basically talking to myself because I didn't even hit record, but it's recording now. Kind of moved back to New Mexico for a little bit, just for the fact of just trying to spend time with family more and just trying to figure things out in my own personal life. Now there's a plane coming over, so we're just gonna have to wait. Thought I'd just come on here and say hi because it's been a minute since I created a YouTube video. Probably since mid-October was the last one I made because I was gonna post. As you guys know, usually during the holiday season between Halloween and New Year's, I usually post. That's the most frequent I post because I just like holidays. Kind of just haven't been wanting to post on social media just because I've been kind of hiding things from you guys in regards to legal things mostly. And it's not that I'm hiding it from you, it's just I felt I was ashamed to talk about it, mostly because obviously what I did has a bad connotation to what I did, and obviously I just don't know how to come out and say it half the time, especially when most of the time I'm just trying to create a quote-unquote perfect image. That's the best way I can put it in regards to, having a perfect life, traveling and seeing things and stuff like that. And obviously most of the time I am honest with you guys when it happens, when shit happens, basically. When my grandfather passed away. Obviously there might be a few trigger warnings, just so you know, in regards to suicide and other things in regards to that, just so you guys know. So, and just for the fact I'm pretty open with you guys about me ending up in a mental hospital, or just me just quitting school, or me just quitting my jobs, or me just breaking up in my relationships. And as the channel seems to keep growing, especially since I just hit 100,000 views overall on my channel, which is kind of a cool milestone to just kind of come on here and say hi again and just tell you guys I'm back and hopefully recording more YouTube videos. And this is kind of a serious video in a way, mostly because I've hid a thing from you guys for over a year, and obviously I didn't know how to cope with it, and didn't know how to cope with it well, because as you guys know, if you are on any of my socials or anything, you know that I used to be kind of, I would say, a party animal in a way, just drinking and partying and just having fun in that way. I'm sad because I associated drinking with having fun, or fun with drinking, and obviously that wasn't a healthy thing to do. So I've been trying to focus on being sober more, due to the fact that alcohol has really ruined some of my relationships, as far as actual relationships and actual friendships and stuff like that. And obviously I don't want to hurt people, or I just don't want to hurt other people, because people are people, and people obviously deserve better from me, and that's just my own little perspective on that. So another main reason why I'm deciding to stay sober is because in March of 2020 I got arrested and got charged with a DUI. Yes, a DUI. I said it. Kind of hard for me saying out loud sometimes, just because there's a very bad connotation to all of it. And I've known people that got hurt from people that were under the influence while driving, in regards to getting in a car accident or getting hit in a car or with a car. And luckily my situation wasn't that bad, which I'm grateful for. Honestly, if I didn't get caught, it probably would have kept getting worse and worse, especially with my drinking habits. probably would have got to the point of like being very serious and just being, I don't know, end up in jail at some point or another. But luckily that did not happen. Luckily I got a lawyer and I dealt with all that, especially with the community service and just paying the fines and just figuring all that out. And obviously most people don't really talk about their mistakes online. Most people aren't pretty open about it, but I'd rather be open about it than not and seem to hide it, and for it to come out later in life and for me to have to like basically explain myself, rather just be upfront with you guys and just talk about it. Because honestly I don't really think that it would have like ever came out, but for me to, I would say, cope with it and move on from it, not move on from it, but move forward I say, with my life, I feel like I'd just rather talk about it than not, instead of avoiding it and recognize, like registering in my head that it happened and that it's something I had to deal with and something I need to obviously learn from. Getting something like that is like something that I never wanted to even happen in my life, but it did. Gets you really depressed, gets you really scared on what's next, because in all reality you don't know what to do with all of it. Because when it initially happens, you ended up just kind of like going in this mode of like, oh my god, did that actually happen? Did I make a mistake? Was it a dream? But then, because you were drinking at the time, and then you kind of just go through all these emotions of like, oh my god, what do I do? And like, how do I figure this out? Do I just go to work the next day? Do I just keep going on with my life? And like, obviously you have to keep going on with your life because you're an adult. And if you don't do that, then you're just going to be stuck in a rut, obviously, with your own life. Since dealing with all of that craziness, plus keeping my full-time job, plus figuring out ways how to keep my license and just like not making it like, like there's a lot of little factors that happen that I have to jump through. A lot of, I would say, little hurdles, and a big hurdles, I guess. I just want to come on here and just talk about it because, again, I feel like I usually tell you guys things, and honestly venting to you guys helps me a little bit better with coping with it and just dealing with it. Because in January is when I finally was done with all of it, and the case finally closed in regards to all of it, where I got like 24 hours of community service, didn't have to pay a fine, just the court fees, and I was really grateful for all that. And having unsupervised probation and just doing alcohol classes every Wednesday is a thing that I have to do until like mid-May. Then I should be done with all that. I have to have a breathalyzer in my car, so that's been freaking entertaining for sure, for the most part. But like I said, I kind of just want to come on here and talk about it because like before I, again, have to like explain myself if anyone ever finds out or if it ever pops up or anything like that, which, like I said, I'd rather be honest with you with what I'm actually struggling with and what I'm actually going through. But I don't want it to be a huge issue in my life, and I don't want to dwell on it too much because I've dwelled on it for so long. And obviously I think that it was wrong for me to do so, to put myself in that situation of like operating a vehicle while driving, and just, it was just I don't know why I did it, to be honest. I don't have a big picture moment, or like I don't have like a huge resolution to the situation. I don't have like a light bulb in my head basically flicking on. Just, I did what I did. I made a mistake, obviously, and if you don't keep moving forward, you kind of just, again, get stuck in a rut. So like how I explain it is like, how a river is, and it kind, you just go down this river. There's like bumps and curves in the road. Obviously, sometimes there's a detour. There's like a little stream that comes off the river, but there's like these whirlpools that sometimes form in a river, and like you go in a circle and circle and circle. And obviously, you need to get out of those whirlpools, because if you like imagine like a whirlpool is a situation, and if you dwell on that situation, it's just kind of going to consume you. And obviously I don't want this to consume my life, but I want to like learn from it, obviously, because you want to learn from your mistakes and hopefully never do those mistakes again. be on here and be honest with you guys, because like I feel like alcohol has been a big problem with my life, mostly because I used it as a bad coping mechanism in regards to like trying to like, you know, not feel things, I guess, or try to forget things, or try to forget like a bad day, and then you just grab a drink, and then you drink more, and you drink and drink to the point of like you don't remember. But obviously that's not the best coping skill to have ever. But no, lately I guess I've been less depressed than I was beforehand. I've had like a moment in time where I got to relax and be off of work, which has been nice. And yeah, not really doing much, just not going to school, not working, not really doing anything, just taking a break from life. I'm glad I have the luxury to do so, because like most people don't get a break from life. Most people can't just say a pause and just chill and do whatever they want. Luckily I can, mostly because like last month, January has been a crazy month, because like my court case ended, then I ended up getting that whole situation was done and over with. Then I ended up contracting COVID, which kind of sucked, because then that put a dull moment on things. And on top of all that, I ended up winning $10,000 with the Charlie D'Amelio giveaway, which was kind of cool, because if I didn't have that, and thank God, or whoever you believe in, hopefully I'm going to use this for good, obviously, because I'd rather apply myself to do better and grow as a person. I did apply to go into school, so cross your fingers, hopefully I get in. But I mean, there's really no big picture to this video and stuff like that. It's just me just coming out here and being honest with you guys on like what has happened and why I kind of decided to not do YouTube videos. Another reason why I didn't do YouTube videos was just for the fact that a family situation happened in October when my cousin decided to visit me, and I ended up just posting it on social media and stuff like that. Apparently her father did not like it, so it just became this whole issue, I guess. And it honestly is a struggle sometimes, especially for me wanting to grow my YouTube and stuff. But because I have like family members that tend to just, I don't know, laugh at me, watch me fail, I don't know. I mean, that's literally my spiel for now. Obviously this is not like my typical videos only where I like tell you guys like, oh, I learned this because blah blah blah, or like I do a weird trip where I go on like, you know, to Burgos Springs, or like a hot springs, or like a hike, or stay at a nice hotel or something like that. So it is a very different video than my usual videos for sure, but guess I'm just learning, guys. And honestly, I've had a few friends get DUIs and stuff like that, and I just want to kind of talk about mine and be open about mine, because I'd rather be open about it than not, just because I can't be a kid anymore. I'm about to be 25 here in August. But anyways, if you guys have any other questions, I guess, in regards to my whole DUI situation, or if you have any other questions about me being sober, or if you have any questions at all, I think I'll probably do a Q&A video later on, probably next week at some point. But yeah, but as always, I just want to say thanks again for all the support and love, because you guys seem to actually, I don't know, because without the support of you guys, like honestly this channel would go nowhere. So thank you, and I appreciate it a lot. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, other than that, that's all I really got to say for today. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.